Hello there guys, I'm back. It's been about a year since I've last done a video to do with collectibles, steelbooks or anything like that. It's been a crazy year, lots been going on. I was in a band, I left a band. Yeah, I mean there's other stuff going on, job stuff, and obviously the whole coronavirus craziness that's going on. Hope you're all okay, hope your family's okay, your loved ones are okay, your friends and family, etc. Yeah, I'm back now, so I'll be doing plenty more unboxings and steelbook reviews and various other bits and bobs that I have planned for my little wee channel. But yeah, today I thought I would do my first video on the Marvel Infinity Wars saga, or Infinity Saga rather, sorry, as my first video of 2020 now that it's complete. So yeah, let's get right to it. First up, I'm going to try and do these in order, so if I get them out of order I do apologise. I can never remember the order of the MCU. I know the rough order, but yeah. Yeah, so we've got Ironman. I always keep all my steelbooks in these shell cases, as I've told you before. I get them from steelbookcentral.com. Well, to be fair, I mean, I get them from the guy that runs that website, but he has an eBay store, so I usually get them off of his eBay store. I always keep the cards in there as well. This is the Zabi Lenticular Ironman release. I don't keep all the lenticulars on my on certain steelbooks. On certain ones like this I do, because obviously they line up, but on other ones I don't, because they don't line up, and I'll show you that when I get to them. Anyhow, so yeah, so as you can see, it's a zero finish. I think it's a zero finish. Yep, zero finish. I always get the finishes mixed up. Iron Man. So you got half his face there. I converted mine. It was originally a 1-disc steelbook, but I converted it into a 2 because I had the original release with the bonus disc, so obviously I wanted to convert it. It was one of my first converts, so as you can see, got a little bit of residue of the super glue from when I moved the spine over. Yeah, I wasn't the greatest at doing that when I did this, so yeah. Right, so that's that one down. Knocking the camera all over the place. Yeah, let's put that up there. Next up we have the Incredible Hulk. This is another Zabi release, Lenticular. Obviously Marvel / Disney don't own the rights to the Incredible Hulk movie rights, so it's Universal, yeah, Universal. So this was a Universal release, so it's slightly different from the other lenticulars, but the lenticular is nice on this. Obviously just got the plain front there with no title. I'm not a big fan of titleless steelbooks. I like there to be at least some form of title. I mean, they could have put it there or up there or somewhere, but there you go. So there you go, nothing really thrilling about that one. Lenticular's nice, but the actual artwork itself's a bit on the meh side. Okay, next up we have Iron Man 2, another Zabi lenticular release. As you can see, the depth is quite nice on this one. But of course, underneath it does look really nice, so another zero-ish finish. Yeah. Again, I converted it into a 2-disc steelbook, and obviously I did worse than I did with Iron Man 1 because it's got a bit of residue there. It's not enough to bother me though, it doesn't bother me too much. At least I can get my 2 discs in there, so it's fine. Got a bit of super glue there as well. But I don't plan on reselling them, so it doesn't really bother me too much. I used to be really OCD with stuff like that, but I've learned over the years not to really give a crap anymore. So yeah. Okay, next up, this is one of the first ones with the horrible lenticulars, is 4-1. The artwork is, I really like the artwork for this. I actually prefer it over the HMB. I used to have the, apart from the back obviously, but I used to have the HMB release, but I have this weird thing where I know a lot of collectors collect like several of the same steelbooks. I can't really do that anymore. It kind of bugs me when I have 2 copies of the same film, so I kind of pick which one I like artwork wise, and then I sell the other one. Or I have given them away before as well. Right, so yeah, here's the lenticular. I always keep the lenticular, get it out. I always keep the lenticulars on the inside, but you'll see what I mean. See what I mean? It just doesn't match up. The hammer's all out of line. He's smaller on the lenticular than he is on the thing. His wrist is up here. His wrist is there. It just looks completely off. So obviously I don't use that one. I just keep it on the inside. I have used it as a fridge magnet before. That was quite fun. Alright, so that's that one. Next up, Captain America, the First Avenger. This one's not too bad. A little bit of out of alignment here. But it's not bad to the point where it drives me crazy. Although now looking at it, it does look a little bit annoying. His head and everything's in line, but the shield's not. I don't really get how that happens, but yeah. So, this map by the looks of it. Inside, Steelbook. The only thing with these lenticular releases, I always find that the inside artwork is a bit meh. I mean, I know you don't spend your whole time looking at the inside artwork. But, you know, it's just, yeah, they're a bit meh. Like Thor and Captain America, the First Avenger, the artwork's a bit on the shoddy side. It's just like planes flying overhead and stuff like that. Avengers Assemble, which is the next one, is not too bad. Again, another botched lenticular. Put this on here. As you can see, Thor's body over here. It just seems like the beginning of the lenticular lines, they made the lenticular picture a bit too small. So obviously when you put it on the actual Steelbook, it just kind of just doesn't look right. But the actual artwork on this release, I really, really like. It's like poster artwork. It looks really cool. The A on the back. Obviously inside you have all the guys on there. I would show you in depthly, but obviously I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. Because for one, my internet sucks, so it'll take me about 57 years to upload it. And I'm in my 30s now, so I'll probably be dead before it uploads. Sorry, lame joke. All right, Iron Man 3. This one's not too bad again. Depending which way you move it, the lenticular, it does line up in certain bits, but obviously it's still not perfect. But I do keep that one on there because I quite like that one. I do like the artwork for Iron Man 3 as well. Not everyone's favourite Marvel film, but I actually quite liked Iron Man 3. I was never a big... I never read the comics for the Iron Man, or Iron Man, and I never really watched any animated shows when I was younger, so obviously the whole Mandarin thing didn't bother me too much. I know it pissed off a lot of other Marvel fans, but for me it didn't really bother me too much. I thought it was quite funny. You know, but I can see why they were disappointed, but I wasn't personally disappointed. I just enjoyed it for what it was. Okay, next up we have For the Dark World. I think this is a 0 finish. It doesn't feel like a matte finish, but obviously it's quite nice artwork. The front, the embossing on the logo looks really nice. Back's okay, but again, this is another crappy lenticular. As you can see, look, if you compare the sizes of 4, and then obviously you line them up, just these arms here, these arms there, it just doesn't match up. So obviously, you know, we don't use that because it's poop. It looks bad. Okay, next up after that, this one is not a Zabi release. I did originally get the Zabi lenticular release, but it was really subpar. So I went with the Blue Fans Guardians of the Galaxy, and you can probably see why I went with the Blue Fans, because it's high gloss, embossed title, awesome front cover artwork. The back artwork's really cool as well. The front and the back, I think they kind of match up ish. And also you get obviously the 3D disc, Blu-ray disc, and the soundtrack inside. So I went with that release for Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't usually do that because I like my runs of Steelbook to be in a matching line, but I wasn't happy with the Zabi one, so I sold it and I got the Blue Fans. Next up, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is another Zabi lenticular. The artwork goes quite nicely with the Blue Fans. Doesn't have a border, so it's a bit annoying trying to line up the lenticular, but generally the lenticular does sort of line up, which is nice. No embossing or debossing or anything like that. Artwork on the disc as well, always good. I only have the 4K disc because when I bought my soundbar, my Dolby Atmos soundbar, it came with a free copy of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So that's the only reason I have that 4K disc. And to be fair, until this video, I completely forgot I even had it, the disc. So next up we have Captain America the Winter Soldier. The lenticular lines up. There are a few imperfections in terms of the lining up, but generally it's absolutely fine, so I keep that on there. Embossed writing, the back there, poster art. On the inside here we've got what looks like Bucky holding the shield and boring blue discs. If you remember in my past videos, I always say how much I hate boring blue discs. I don't know if Zabi have taken, not Zabi, Disney have taken account of that, because they seem to be releasing their Marvel films now with artworks on the discs. I know it doesn't really matter overall, because obviously you're not staring at the disc, you're watching it. But yeah, blue discs, when you've got them in a premium package like a Steelbook, you kind of want artwork. You don't want boring blue discs. Yeah, no, let's not get on that again. Right, so next up we have Avengers Age of Ultron. Nothing particularly thrilling about the cover. The back looks really nice. This would look better with that on the front and maybe him on the back, but they went with the other way round. Another case of really horrible lenticular matching up. It just doesn't match. So obviously again, and also the inside artwork is really disappointing because you've got bare steel here, and then you've got a widescreen picture of something that happened. I don't know why they did that, but it is what it is. Hopefully there'll be another release of Age of Ultron at some point. If not, then that's fine. We got next Ant-Man. You may be asking why I keep the lenticular up here. Well, the reason why I keep the lenticular all the way up here when it's in the case is because when you put it down here, it looks off. Marvel, and then the legs don't match up. So you kind of have to have, for it to match up, you have to have it up here. And it doesn't look that bad when it's inside the plastic case with the cardboard covering. But obviously when you've got it out like this, it does look kind of stupid. But yeah, another case of lenticular not lining up. Artwork's nothing special really. I mean, it's okay. That should have been the front. And the inside obviously is a bit meh with blue discs. So not the greatest release of Ant-Man. There are better ones out there. Okay, next up we have Captain America Civil War. Another lenticular. This one, I think this is when the lenticulars started going a bit more right. They actually started getting them to line up. So yeah, front cover's pretty cool. Bit embossing on his eyes and on the logo there. Iron Man on the back. Got some embossing on the back, which embossing on the back, which obviously isn't usually a common thing with English released steelbooks. It's usually just the front that's embossed. Okay, next up we have a non-Zabi release, because obviously Zabi don't have the rights to Sony Pictures releases, or the exclusive rights to Sony Pictures. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Just going to try and fit some more stuff in. Here we have the UK HMV exclusive Spider-Man Far From Home. Homecoming, sorry. Far From Home's the second one, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah, Homecoming. Title is front. Got the artist's signature there. Again, it's not the greatest looking. And the artwork's nice, but you know, it's, I don't know, it's just meh. Comes with a free comic, 3D disc, 4K disc, 2D disc, which they don't really do anymore. So yeah, I mean, I think when I bought this, it was like £20, £25 bargain really for 3D, 4K, and 2D. So there's that one. Next up, we have the Black Panther original release. I'll probably get some nasty comments for this, but I didn't really like Black Panther as a movie. I know everyone said it was like really good, and Michael B. Jordan was a really great villain and stuff like that, but I didn't really like the movie overall. I thought it was just a little bit generic. The bad guy, again, he was nothing special. But I've only seen it, I think, once or twice, so I'll probably have to give it another watch just to, you know, just to properly form an opinion on it. But my initial viewing wasn't great. The character's really cool. The guy that plays him, I like him, but I just thought the movie was a bit meh. But yeah, it's the original lenticular. I didn't get the lenticular because the lenticular's artwork was just horrendous. I didn't like it at all. Yeah, so obviously this is the original. Which basically is just bare silver steel with spot glossing, and then blue discs, and then obviously yeah. So again, nothing special with that release. Running out of space. Right, next up we have the very original Doctor Strange release, the very first one. I know a lot of people love this one because it's like basically the book, isn't it? I forget what they're called, what the book's called. I haven't seen this film in ages, but I forget what the book's called. Yeah, the book with the thing in it, with the stone in it. Yeah. Obviously the inside there, the blue discs. It's not a bad looking design, to be fair. It's got a title on the spine as well, which is also really, really good. I missed out on the lenticular, unfortunately. I don't know how I managed to miss out on it, but I went through kind of a stage of not really getting a lot of Steelbooks, and I kind of missed out on the Doctor Strange one, which I was kicking myself for, and it now goes for quite a bit of money, so don't think I'm ever going to be able to get hold of that one. But it is what it is. Next up we've got Thor Ragnarok. Again, another lenticular, this from the Lenticular Zabi line. This is much, I've just thought the artwork for this one was a lot better than the original release. I love poster artworks, so when they do a poster artwork Steelbook, you can pretty much guarantee I'm going to get it. Same with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, it's a borderless Steelbook. Obviously blue discs still, and the artwork on the back of Chris Hemsworth's Thor there. But overall, pretty happy with that one. It was literally the very last copy on Zabi, because as soon as I bought it, the Steelbook went sold out, so I was actually very happy to get it. I got it for about £15 as well, if I remember rightly, so I was quite happy with that. Next up we have the Lenticular Avengers Infinity War. And this is the second release from Zabi. The first one they did was the one with Thanos on the front, the glossy one. This is obviously the lenticular design. This one has a border, which again is quite random. Bit of embossing, matte finish. This release would have looked amazing with gloss. It really would have. But it's still really nice artwork and stuff. But like I said, it would have looked so good with gloss. But yeah, there you go. It is what it is. You got Thanos on the back, title on the spine. It's the first time they've done this with 2 discs. They're kind of stuck them like that. They usually stick them stacked, like so, but yeah, it's the first time I've seen them do it anyway with a Steelbook release. Right, so Infinity War. Next up we have, I think I've got these in order so far. Could be wrong, but I think I've got them in order so far. Ant-Man and the Wasp, another lenticular Steelbook. Kind of got a, well yeah, it does have a border. But yeah, embossing and yeah, poster artwork. It's pretty cool. Yep, again, I do like my poster artwork, so whenever they do these, I pretty much guarantee I'm going to spend some more dough on them. Yeah, lenticular it's got a bit of depth to it. She sticks out a little bit, and obviously background looks quite like it's got some depth. On the back, nothing special, but obviously that's a thing from the movie, so it's quite... Oh, here we go, yeah, that's where they started doing artwork on their discs. Do you love artwork on discs? I mean, come on, it does look so much better, right? Like plain blue versus artwork on the disc, it does look so much better. And if you're wondering why I go for the 3D discs over the 4K, it's because although I like 4K, I don't feel like it benefits every single film that I've seen. And Disney's 4K discs are really hit and miss. So I tend to really like go more for the 3D, because for me personally, I notice more, like, I get more immersed with 3D. I mean, 4K, I like 4K, but like I said, it's very hit and miss, and it's very dependent on the movie and who's the cinematography and blah blah blah, you know, and how the atmos has been mixed and stuff. So I always tend to go for the 3D because it's just more immersive for me. The only problem is that, like, in my 3D TV, I've got the LG C6 OLED. If that TV ever dies, I'm kind of screwed. I've got loads of 3D discs that will just be sitting there. But yeah, I don't want to think about that for the time being, because that's depressing. Anyhow, Captain Marvel, first release from Zabi. I do have the lenticular pre-ordered, because I prefer the artwork, but this one's not a bad release. Kind of a zero finish with spot gloss. Captain Marvel on the spine, on the back, basically a logo for my suit, and obviously picture on the discs again, because I mean, it does look so much better. So much better. No title on the... Still, I mean, up here would have been nice, but yeah, there you go. Okay, next up we have Avengers End Game. Yeah, it's kind of zero spot gloss. All the guys there, Hulkbuster there, looking rather small for some reason. Tony Stark in the middle there for obvious reasons. If you've seen the movie, kind of know why he's been highlighted. Avengers End Game on the spine. Again, with this one, I have got the lenticular one pre-ordered with Zabi as well, because they're obviously doing another release of it. So that should be coming July, August-ish time. Pictures on the discs again. They look really smart. Yeah, again, nothing particularly special about that release. It's nice, but it's not the nicest Steelbook I've ever seen in my life. And last but not least, to round out the whole entire Infinity Saga, we have Spider-Man Far From Home. This is the UK release, hence why he's kind of swinging on London Bridge. Artwork on the discs there. Oh, I actually did go for the... Oh, they didn't release this in 3D. Oh, they did release this in 3D over here, but I don't think they did a Steelbook. It was 4K and Blu-ray release, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably get the 3D disc at some point, depending on price and stuff. But yeah, this release is really nice. I really like the artwork for this one. They did a... Wait, did they do a 3D Steelbook? I think they did do a 3D Steelbook, actually, but it was just the his chest, and you had like a magnet. Was that the first film? Was that this? Oh, do you know what? I really can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they did do a 3D Steelbook, but this was the 4K Steelbook, and the artwork's just better. So, yeah, there you go. I could be wrong now. I'm sure someone will let me know. Right, so overall, as you can see there, we have the entire Infinity War Saga, or Infinity Saga, on Steelbook. In Steelbooks, rather, not on Steelbook, in Steelbooks. It's been many years of collecting for me. I think it's been about 10 years I've been collecting these for. So yeah, it's kind of nice to round out the Infinity Saga. And like I said, there's been some hit and misses. I've bought some doubles here and there, and I've sold some and swapped some out and all sorts of stuff. And this is kind of what I settled with. If they ever do a Spider-Man Homecoming re-release with a title on the spine that's more in line with Far From Home, I probably would pick it up. Yeah, I mean, I wish I got the Doctor Strange Lenticular, but I kind of missed out on that, so it's kind of you know, my own fault. But apart from that, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it, to be fair. It looks quite nice. I really like the fact that Guardians 1 and 2 kind of go not hand in hand, but the artwork wise they kind of match, so it looks kind of badass. But yeah, that's pretty much the Infinity Saga Steelbook collection. Yeah. Anyhow, guys, that's pretty much going to be it from me. Drop me a like, a sub if you wish. I will be doing more videos. They won't be as long as a year, but there might be a sort of a few here and there. I'm going to try and keep up to date with doing my UK Steelbook releases, because obviously this time of year will be in May. More movies start coming out in Steelbook, and there's some re-releases that come out and stuff like that. So I will be doing more Steelbook videos and stuff like that. So do stay tuned. It's always handy, I know, to help people out when they're looking at getting a certain Steelbook release and they're not sure because it's expensive and they don't know the artwork. And that's kind of what I like, why I'm here. I like to show people what you're getting and what the artwork's like, and if it has a lenticular, if it's any good, and you know, all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of why I do these videos. I'm just sorry it's been so long. But anyhow, that's going to be it from me. I will see you guys very soon with another video. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you're all safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.